So I wanted to talk about love and hip hop Atlanta. Rashida. Rashida. Sheeta. Miss Bubblegum herself. I Rashida, I rap like Shawty Love. I have to keep reminding myself that the streets say, and I was talking to my sister the other day too. She had to remind me of this. The streets say that Rashida was younger than Kirk when they got together. Now, I don't know how much younger, okay? But they say that Rashida was younger than Kirk, which can sometimes mean that when you date these older men, they may have more experience than you. And a lot of these men like to date younger girls because they know you have no experience under your belt. How old is Rashida? Because we've always tried to figure out Rashida's age, and we never kind of knew. It's always been a. And how old is Kirk? I feel like Rashida is pushing her 50s, and Kirk is probably like mid 50s. The rumor was Rashida was a teenager, like 17, 18, when she got with Kirk. I don't know. But I remember people saying that online. Kirk is trash. Rashida, low key, I hate to say it, you're moving in a trash like way also. I'm trying to watch what I say because Rashida is a grown woman and I'm a grown man and I don't like to get online. Believe it or not, I really don't like to get online like dragging the girls like that because I just, because at the end of the day, I'm still a grown man. So I be hoping the other girls, they do it for me. Okay. Ow. Rashida believes that Kirk paying child support is enough. Kirk is not a part of that boy's life. You could tell the way that Rashida is telling us this information that Kirk is not a part of that child's life. And him paying child support should be enough. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't know the ins and outs of Jasmine's and Kirk's relationship now. You know what I'm saying? Or who is this hitting me up on? Is this Jax? Somebody hitting me up on Jax? Oh, girl, that's grinding. Girl, I'm so sick of them white boys. But listen. So, what was I saying? Oh, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. The way that Rashida is trying to paint this picture is that Jasmine has this idea of how things are supposed to be, and it's not really set in reality. Now, listen, if Jasmine is over there thinking that they're gonna be, Will, Jada, and Cherie, then I could say, okay, Jasmine, girl, you're gonna have to get out of your head because that's not realistic for most people. If Jasmine thinks that they're gonna be over there like Mashonda, Alicia Keys, and Swiss Beats all going on vacation as one big happy family, girl, I would say, Jasmine, girl, that's not set in reality. While you do have those situations like the Will Smith and Jada and Cherie, which is his ex-wife, the Mashonda, the Alicia Keys, the Swiss Beats going on vacation, that does not happen like that. Okay, so if that's what Jasmine is thinking, then I would tell Jasmine, sister, you're going to have to let that fairy tale go. That's not going to happen. I don't know what Rashida means when she says that Jasmine is kind of expecting something that's not going to happen. I wish she could have given us an example. Maybe she will in episode 2. Right now, I'm just on episode 1. Anyways, Rashida and Kirk, Defax. Yeah, I'm glad Shekinah Joe basically pushed Rashida's back against the wall. So they're having a conversation. Girl, we're just talking. This is the first episode. We're just gonna talk about the important parts. And the important parts is really Rashida and Kirk. But I did take some notes. I'm gonna go over my notes. Rashida doesn't believe in taking a child away from the mother unless the mother is unfit. And Shekinah Joe said, well, if Defax is getting involved, wouldn't you say the mother is unfit? And girl, Rashida gagged. Because the truth of the matter is, you want to paint this picture that Jasmine is an unfit mother, but in the same breath, you don't want that child at your house. So if you're going to sit here and say that she's an unfit mother, and you believe that the only time that children should be basically removed from the home is if the mother is unfit, then girl, if Defax is getting in contact with the child's mother or getting in contact with y'all, saying the little boy ain't going to school, he missing school, he late all the time, then girl, that could start to go down the road of Jasmine supposedly, allegedly being an unfit mother. But you don't want to claim that because at some point, if you keep saying she's an unfit mother, then we're going to ask, well, why Kirk won't go get his son? Because y'all all say that sons are supposed to be with their fathers and that a woman can't raise a man. So if she ain't raising the man, if she ain't raising this boy to be the man that he should be, then why Kirk as a grown ass man ain't stepping in to go raise his son? But we know Rashida don't want that boy over at that house. I don't like the fact that they're trying to use this Defax situation to paint Jasmine as this bad mother. And she might be, I don't know nothing about Jasmine. But if she's that bad, then go get your son. Hold up. Y'all baby. Oh, girl, when Rashida said, y'all baby daddies ain't shit, so you think you can relate to Jasmine, but y'all not getting child support. Rashida believes that because Jasmine is receiving child support, then that should be enough. And y'all who relate to Jasmine, y'all shouldn't be able to relate. Y'all think y'all can relate to Jasmine because y'all think that y'all got the same situation. Girl, Kirk is an ain't shit. Kirk is an ain't. He is. And when Rashida said that anytime Jasmine calls and she needs Kirk to do something, he does it, that lets me know that you ain't doing nothing. Because really and truly, Jasmine shouldn't have to call Kirk to make sure that he takes care of his son. Yes, the financial is a big part of taking care of children, raising children. You can't do nothing without money. But you know there are other things that also go into raising children, just not the financial part. Um, okay, let's move on from there for a second. Carly Red. Ugh. Carly Red is too old to still be going through what she's going through with these. Every time I look up, Carly got a new nigga. I didn't watch last season. The last season I watched was when the whole stuff happened with Spice and Erica Mena. And then I didn't watch after that. And then I'm just coming back in. So I really can't go into what happened between that point and this point. I'm assuming based off of the, they show like what happened in the previous season or seasons. I think they're breaking that stuff up into like the same stuff that Carlos does on the part A and part B. Anyways, I think not Rashida. I'm trying to cure. Carly was engaged. She was engaged to another man. Every time I look up, Carly got a new man. That's not a flex. It's really not. Carly is mad at Bambi. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. Let me drink some of this water. Oh, I was thirsty. All right, so listen. I get it. You can't trust these niggas and you can't trust these hoes. Okay? Girl, we look up, honey. The girls will come in your house, girl, and fuck your man. Okay? Girl, you invite your coworker into your house and she walk out with your husband and your head of say. Okay? So you can't trust these hoes. But you can't trust these niggas. See? So I get it. Girl, it's a couple of girls out there who singing Kelly Price. She was a friend of mine, right? Because you thought that she was your home girl. And girl, you walked in one day and girl, she was on the dick doing the full split, right? So I get it. But I think it's so weird. Well, I'm about to say something. And I say this with love. I really, really do. I say this with love. It's not to sound mean. It's not. But I'm about to say something. Carly reminds me of that woman who will throw her friendships away with women because she has this idea that women are not there's no use for a woman. There's no use to have female friends, women friends, right? So I can dispose of you easily. Even though we see Carly go through relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship, engagement after engagement after engagement. She will never not give up on these niggas. You know, there are a group of women out there who believe that it's hard to be friends with women. Women can't be trusted. Women are too catty. Women are too this. But you have these same exact or these thoughts about these men, but y'all don't give up on these men though. You will stay, girl, as a diva say, trekking through the tundra. Is that how you say it? I just think it's weird that Carly is one of those women who is willing to throw her friendship away with Bambi, but still be connected to this man. Because let's be very clear. If you thought that Bambi was doing something inappropriate with your boyfriend, the bitch wasn't talking to herself. She was talking to your nigga. So if you're gonna have an attitude with Bambi, you need to have an attitude with the nigga who you sleeping beside. Because again, Bambi wasn't communicating with her goddamn self. It sounds like to me, and I could be wrong, Bambi is not one of those girls who I trust like that either. Bambi got some sneaky ass ways. We've seen that. But a part of me does believe that Bambi was really trying to get with the boyfriend to do this surprise birthday party for Carly. And I do believe Bambi when she says that none of the people who she was trying to get in contact with really wanted to go on a goddamn party. I mean, go to the party. I believe it. But because Carly Red has been done so wrong by niggas, nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga, she's been done wrong. She then takes that mistrust and she puts it onto her female friends, her women friends. So even if Carly has been through a situation with one of her friends who fucked her man, she's not gonna take it up on the men because she wants a man. I'm gonna take it out on the women. I can't trust you bitches. No, you can't trust your nigga and you can't trust these bitches. But see, again, Carly is like some of these women who feel like women are easily disposable. Bitch, I don't need you. Once I got my man, girl, it's me and my man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Does that make sense what I'm saying? So it's easy for Carly to be mad at Bambi because she sees no value in her friendship with Bambi. Even though she thinks that Bambi was doing something out of order. Even though Bambi was not in communication with her goddamn self. And even if Carly has been through this situation before in real life with a friend who betrayed her and slept with her man, the man slept with a friend also. But Carly is still not giving up on these men, even though we see Carly with a new man every 6 months. Because the goal in Carly's head is to have a man by hook or by crook. It's kind of like when you find out your man cheated on you, you take it out on the side chick, but you don't take it out on your man because the goal for you is to still stay with your man. I have to be mad at somebody. Somebody gonna get this smoke. Somebody's getting this smoke today. It can't be him because I ain't leaving him. So I'm just gonna take it out on the bitch. That's what Carly is doing. Carly is taking out her frustrations, things that probably have happened to other people that she knows, or things that could have happened to her, and she's taking it out on Bambi. I don't trust these girls. And then on top of that, on some real shit, like the people say, when you live in Atlanta, honey, the straight men, girl, it's about 10 of them. So the girls is really fighting. Once they find a man who they know is straight, girl, they really fighting over the men in Atlanta. Okay? Because Atlanta is a girl, no shade. Atlanta is a land of the punks. Okay? So when the girls find a straight man, honey, they ain't letting him go. I don't like stuff like that. I don't like that Carly is pulling this stunt with Bambi. Again, I could be wrong about Bambi and Carly's situation, but Carly just gives me she's one of those girls. You know how like Carly is not a girl's a girl's girl. Is that how you call it? That's what you say. She's not. Carly was doing too much at the end when her and Bambi got into it. Girl, you doing a lot. Carly, we know you're not gonna fight nobody. We know you're not gonna, girl, you're gonna do all this because security is here. You putting on the show for TV. Girl, you doing a lot for this nigga. Who more than likely y'all not gonna be together that long. That boy looks like Carly's son. I don't know how old he is. Maybe he's old as hell and he just looks young. Shout out to his moisturize. Okay? But the boy looks young as hell. They look weird together. Carly is pressed for a man, and she's really willing to get rid of her friendships in the process. Saucy Santana, he talks about him not being with RCA anymore. Girl, we already kind of knew that, child. Him and his mother. I think that Saucy Santana and his storyline with his mother, I think that's very important. So shout out to Saucy and his mother. It's been a journey. It's already bad enough for some of us when we're gay, right? And then when you add in that extra layer of being effeminate, and then when you add in the next layer of, girl, not only am I effeminate, girl, but I wear nails and makeup, right? And then when I add in the next layer of, girl, and I also wear heels, pumps, and dresses, okay? Girl, the mamas and daddies and the family members can't take it. Shout out to the family members who are at least trying to be understanding. Shout out to those family members, those mothers and fathers and nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters who accept their gay. Oh, I'm about to cry. I don't know why I'm about to cry. Ah! God, I don't know where that came from. Girl, you were swerving down on my period, girl. How I go from cussing bitches out? How I go from cussing bitches out to crying? Shout out to those family members, mothers and fathers and nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters who accept their LGBTQ family members. Shout out to them. Shout out to Saucy's mother, who I think is a pastor, who has learned to love and accept her son for who he is. She did make a comment about she's still holding out hope that Saucy gonna marry a woman and have some kids. I was like, girl. But other than that, it sounds like Saucy and his mother have a good relationship, at least now. So yeah, shout out to Saucy. I think I think that this is an important story that should be told. I'm glad that they're shining a spotlight on it, and hopefully, it gets the conversation going. And when people see this, they can see that girl, that's your child. Okay. Anyways, Rashida meets up with Erica. Oh, I missed out on the part. Oh, you know what I thought was so trifling? Kirk and Scrappy. So basically, Scrappy is going into business. Maybe they're opening up a restaurant with I don't know if it's set in stone, but they've both thrown out there that there could be a potential restaurant with Mama D, Scrappy, and Erica. Can I say something? Girl, I think that everybody should live out their dreams. And I'm not mad at anybody for trying to have several streams of income. That should be the goal for everybody, right? But the way y'all be opening up restaurants in Atlanta, girl, it's almost like, girl, how many restaurants y'all gonna open up? 'Cause every time I look up, somebody's opening up somebody's restaurant. And girl, it's no shade. It's no, I don't want to sound like a hater. I don't want to sound like a hater. But girl, all y'all be serving the same thing, girl. Chicken and waffles, girl. Shrimp and grits, girl. Y'all might throw a little piece of fried catfish on a plate of grits, some cheese grits, some hookah, girl, and y'all can throw on some music. Girl, y'all service gonna be piss poor. I hate to say it. Y'all don't care about the customers. All it is it about is money. Shout out to Todd. Hello. Y'all have y'all customers sitting in the dark because y'all don't want to go get no generator. Shout out to Todd. I get it. I mean, if you can make some money from it, but I think that also in you making money, you should also put the same energy in making sure that your restaurant is run successfully and not it's just not about the money. Like, girl, y'all put some of the most y'all. Girl, let me shut up. I was about to go. Let me shut up. Kirk wants to know if Scrappy and Erica are back together. Scrappy says no. Erica says in her confessional, we're gonna have to just wait. We're gonna have to just find out. Erica looks like a bird. I'm sorry. Erica is too. And as I said, and that don't have nothing to do with nothing. But a part of me in my head, okay, I believe that when you look a certain way, you have access to more. So, like, if you want to date, when you look like Rasheeda has access to a certain number of men. Now, again, she lives in Atlanta, so maybe it's reduced down. Not maybe it is. But when you look a certain way, you have access to more people, whether you're a man, woman, whomever, right? So I think a part of me feels like I don't understand, like, when you are an attractive person, why do you just deal with shit from somebody? Because it's kind of like, girl, you can get, girl, if you got to go on 5 dates or 6, I don't know. It's just weird to me when I see attractive people who just, not to say that if you're unattractive, you should deal with bullshit. But you would think it's kind of like Nicki Minaj. Like, Nicki Minaj had access to certain spaces that a lot of us don't have access to. And look who she ended up marrying. That's weird to me. Like Rihanna had access to spaces that we don't have access to. Y'all don't have access to, and she married a nigga who could possibly be going to prison. Like, girl, it's like that's what I'm talking. Like, girl, you got the access to be around people all around the world. Rasheeda, being as attractive as she is, her dating pool would be bigger because more people will flock to her just based off of how she looks. That don't mean that the niggas ain't be trash, but what I'm saying is more people will flock to her. When you're somebody who people don't deem as attractive, then the dating pool, your selection may be a little bit smaller. But when you're somebody who's looked at as gorgeous, girl, everybody gonna come to you. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Girl, am I drunk? I took a whole bottle of wine last night. Maybe I'm still at this. Anyway, child. Girl, I think I'm gonna stop drinking hard liquor. I think I'm gonna start drinking wine a little bit more now. Because I feel like I can operate more. I can operate, but girl, you get on that tequila. Girl, you go to that tequila. Girl, that tequila where you out for about 2 days, baby. At least when I drink wine, I can still operate the next day. Girl, okay. Cause that tequila, that vodka, that Crown Royal, you drink too much, baby. I'll be out of commission. Girl, for about 3 days. Okay. Girl. Anyway. Oh, that's what I was saying. I think that it is so trifling but Kirk believes that there's no way that Scrappy would be willing to go into business with Erica unless they were getting back together. And I just think that sounds so trifling. And it might be the truth, but it sounds so trifling that you can't even go into business with your ex because if there's not some pussy attached to it, like why would I want to go in business with her or him? Now I'm not saying for every situation because some people you just don't. But if you were in a relationship with someone and you knew that business wise they are great, they have great, business sense, then I could see how you could say, girl, okay, it didn't work out romantically, but girl, what if we do this on some business level? And then your friend come in like, girl, you don't really, I mean, boy, you ain't really trying to mess with her unless you get some pussy at the end of the day. I just think it sounds so trifling because that's basically what Kirk is saying. I know he's not serious about doing this business deal with Erica unless, girl, they getting back together. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what Rick Ross was saying when he said that, when he made that comment about him not signing female artists because he's not gonna be pumping all this money into them professionally if he can't get no pussy at the end of the day. That's so whack. I put Rasheeda is gorgeous with her hair. They went to Erica's. They went to somebody's house. That wasn't Erica's house, girl. They went to. It could have been Erica's house, but anyways, they went to somebody's house. They were having a pool party. Girl. It's scenes like that I feel like are dumb. Girl, why y'all just can't meet up at a restaurant and have some drinks and talk? Because, girl, Rasheeda not getting in that pool, Yandy ain't getting in that pool, and Erica, you're not getting in that pool. But y'all all have to dress up like y'all really going swimming. Anyways, Mendeecees and Yandy. They've been having issues. Basically, Yandy says that Mendeecees, in a nutshell, he doesn't feel needed. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Let me tell y'all something. This is what I think about Mendeecees and Yandy. Mendeecees went to prison for doing some stuff he ain't had no business doing. Living a life he shouldn't have been living. He went to prison. While he was in prison, Yandy had to take care of her business, which was taking care of herself and her kids. So Yandy, girl, was handling her shit. Whether it was her being on Love and Hip Hop, I think Yandy also has a restaurant. Girl, Yandy got a restaurant. Kirk and Rashida got a restaurant. Um, Carly Red got a restaurant. girl. Anyways, um, and I think that not Rashida. What's her name? What's that heifer name? I just said it. Yandy. Yandy. I think that Yandy. She also has like a skincare situation, something with beauty. So now you have Mendeecees who has come home, and because Yandy is so used to basically taking care of herself for the time that at least Mendeecees was in jail, she's just kind of like, girl, I'm just doing it. Yet Mendeecees feels like he's not needed because the reality is you're really not. That's the reality. That's the reality. You're not, because when you were in jail for those how long? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Yandy still got the job done. We never heard stories of Yandy struggling financially. We never heard stories of Yandy not doing good. So really and truly, when you really look at the bigger picture, you're really not needed. That's why Yandy is still moving the way that she's moving, because, girl, I was doing it while your ass wasn't here. I'm still doing it while your ass is here. You're really not needed. And on some real shit, that just goes to show, in my head, Mendeecees ain't got shit going on, because if Mendeecees had his own business going on, then he wouldn't have to feel that Yandy needs to include him on stuff that she's doing. You gonna do your own shit. It happened with Toya and Eugene off Married to Medicine. Toya was a stay-at-home wife. She was always complaining about Eugene working, but I guarantee you, if Toya had her own situation, she wouldn't be complaining all the time. It happened with Curtis and Dr. Jackie. Curtis always complaining about Dr. Jackie not being at home, blah, 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 blah. But Curtis, if you had your own shit going on, you wouldn't be worried about if Dr. Jackie went at home, because your ass wouldn't be at home either. And now his ass all in the Dominican Republic. Girl, anyways, let me shut up. Yeah, that's how I feel about Yandy and Mendeecees. I really do. I feel like Yandy is. I don't feel like it's Yandy's job to make Mendeecees feel like a man, because that's really what it's coming down to. It's not. It's not Yandy's job to make sure that Mendeecees feel that he feels needed. Nigga, do some shit. Yeah. But that just goes to show that you probably ain't got nothing going on. That's why you're depending on Yandy to make you feel needed. She shouldn't have to make you feel needed. If you the man of the house, Mendeecees ain't got shit going on. That's all it come down to. And then what's her name? Amy and Carly Red. Her name Amy Lucci. Gorgeous girl. I remember, I think her whole family is gorgeous. Who was that girl behind her at the concert? She had like some locks, like some twists. She was so pretty. She on a black dress, like a tattoo right here. I think she on a red handbag. She was so gorgeous. Anyways, Amy is a gorgeous girl, but Amy girl, you are reaching. Amy girl, get out my face. Amy, get the fuck out of my face. So Bambi is talking to a guy that Amy used to talk to. So I said, Amy is not that old, but she's not she ain't in her 20s either. So in my head, I was thinking Amy has to be at least in her mid 30s, probably early 30s, right? So I said, let me Google. So I Googled Amy's age. Amy is 34. So Amy has a problem with Bambi because Bambi is now talking to a guy that she used to be intimate with. She dated. Girl, I think she said 13 years ago. Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, girl, I know you're not coming to me girl, you're not coming to my face talking about no nigga who you was talking to when you was 21. And you damn near pushing 40. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, girl, I'm sorry. Girl, Baby don't owe Amy shit. I could see if is this on? I could see if if it was Amy's ex-boyfriend who she had just broke up with like a year ago, and they had been together for years, and Bambi popped in the picture. Okay, but see, this is where it gets tricky because these girls really don't be friends like that. They're co-workers and they have to film together. So then at that point, it does become kind of like that's where the tricky part comes in because it's like, girl, we film together, we hang out together. You fucking on this nigga I used to fuck with, but we have to take into account that it was 13 years ago. 13 years ago? Come on, y'all. I don't want to sound like no trifling ass nigga. Okay? But come on. You really trying to have some beef with this girl over somebody who you was screwing when you was 21? And you're 34 now? And you might be older than that because we know y'all be lying about y'all age. Girl. Girl, are you serious? 21? You really coming up with a storyline to beef with Bambi over somebody who you were screwing when you were 21 years old and you're pushing 35, allegedly. Okay. Girl, that's it, child. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Rashida, girl. I hope Rashida getting paid a lot of money because ain't no fucking way, girl. It ain't no way, girl. I wonder how much are they getting paid. It's only so much embarrassment that you're gonna take me through. Girl, in order for me to be embarrassed the way that Rasheeda is being embarrassed, but I guess she signed up for it. You gonna have to pay me some money. Like at the end of the season, I need to be good financially. I don't know. Girl, that's why I said I don't know how y'all do it. I do not like to be embarrassed publicly. I just don't. Girl, I don't know how y'all hoes do it because I couldn't do it. Girl, y'all not about to be out here calling me stupid. Oh man. No, damn. Y'all not about to be calling me no dumb bitch. Not me. Yeah. Yeah, not me. Anyways, I'm gone. I'm gonna watch episode 2 probably tomorrow, and then yeah, then episode 3 will be on. It comes on Tuesday, so yeah, I'm trying to catch up. But yeah, we're gonna be reviewing Love and Hip Hop this season. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.